Hey friends, it's JoJo here, the Joyce Genealogist. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited you're here. Okay, I don't want to sound cheesy, sorry, but I am excited, so I can't hide that. Anyways, glad you're here. If you guys are new here, welcome. This channel is about inspiring others to do family history and temple work. That's what it's about. Doing your genealogy, doing the work for the dead, doing all of that, indexing the 1950 census, all of that. I just want to inspire people to start doing their genealogy. So let's get started. So today we're going to do a video about maneuvering how to get around on Family Search and what is everything that you can do on Family Search. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you guys a little bit about Family Search, what all is on here. And then we'll dive into more of that in the coming days and get more specific. So this is going to be a fun video. If you're new to Family Search, I guarantee you're going to love this because you're going to learn a lot. And if you aren't new to Family Search and you've been using Family Search for a while, I definitely want to hear from you. I definitely want to know if you did learn something new. I hope so. I always learn something new when I get back on here and fiddle around and search, and I always find new ways to find resources. So let's get started. All right. So once you've created an account on Family Search, you're going to come here to the home page. And the first thing I suggest doing is going to your settings and setting up your settings on your account. So you would go to your account. Notifications is where I would go and set up what notifications you would like to receive. And that's totally up to you. But this is really important to do so from the beginning. You can also set up language messages right here. And you can set it up for whatever language you want, but we want English because that's all I can read and write right now. And then once you've done that, you want to go ahead and set up your permissions. And I suggest you enable relationship viewing. That way other people can see if you're related. So if you have the Family Search app on your phone and you're with family, or, well, you wouldn't do it with family, you already know that you're related to, but if you're in your ward or you're around other friends, you want to see if you're related, all you got to do is open up this app and see who you're related to, which is really cool. So I would recommend that you keep that enabled, and then also include your profile information in the directory and search results so people can collaborate with you. All right. And then also here's a really cool tool. It's called Helper Access. Allow other people to help me. So everybody has a helper number. And well, I don't know if everybody does, but everybody in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints who has a membership account has a helper number. So I do know that is correct. And then this is like, I would give somebody this number if I needed them to get on my tree on Family Search and do some editing or fix something for me. This is a really easy way to do that. And as a family history consultant myself, I would receive a number from somebody else, and then once they give me their number, I can look at their family tree and help sort out whatever they need me to sort out. So this is where I would start with the settings, and then you can just click on Family Search right here in the corner, and this is what I always do, just go back to the home page. It's the easiest thing for me, but you can do it however you want. And then once you click on Family Tree here, this is where we're going to start. We're just going to go all the way across here, and I'm going to explain what some of these tabs do and give you guys a little bit more of an insight. So you'll want to click on Tree. And I have it set to where, like, my grandma shows up first at the tree instead of me as the main person. And so I wanted to show you what different ways you can look at the tree. And so you have your portrait mode right here. I keep forgetting I'm using two screens, and my cursor ends up on the second screen instead of the other screen. And so I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot where I'm at. Okay. So let's see here. So right here you have these tabs on the side, and this is going to show, if I have these clicked, it's going to show these specific tabs and what they are. So like, this is temple work in progress. This needs to be reserved, and the orangish yellow color needs more information. And then you can also see these two. And then invert colors would be like this, which is probably what I should do since I'm on the computer a lot. This will be easier on my eyes. So I think I'm going to leave that. That looks really good. And then also you can go to your landscape mode, which is super snazzy if you want to work from this way. I work all three different ways, like in all, I work in landscape, I work in the fan chart. And so the fan chart is really cool too. If you want to click on the fan chart, I'll show you how to use that. And then also, like, if you just don't like the darker colors, you can, oops, invert those again. And then you would have it all white. But I kind of like it dark, you guys. All right. So when you're in the fan chart like this, you can come over here and you can zoom out, or you can zoom in, zoom all the way in, zoom all the way out. Okay, that's really, how small does it go? It goes really small. All right, and then let's zoom back. Let's zoom back in. All right, I'm having fun. What can I say? And then if you click over here on this box, you can search by birthplace. So what it does is it color coordinates the different countries by color. And you can see over here, let me zoom out of this, it's a little zoomed in. You can see right here, we've got like British colonial America, England, United States, Canada, Wales, Romania, and so on. And then if you, I want to try something here. So as you move on, what's the green one? Oh, Wales. This one is Canada. Where's the Romania is red? We've got one red person right here. From 1600s. Okay, I'm going to get distracted. All right, so you can look and search through, this is cool, by birthplace. You can also click on sources. That's what it's going to look like for sources. And this means that there's a lot of sources. All right. And then if you click on stories, whoops, photos, and research help. So research help is categorized by purple, and blue is the record hints, and the red is data problems. So all of these, I'm going to click on one so you can see Mr. Chase here. And then what it does over here on your right side, this is the research help. So it's suggesting that basically this person was previously married, but was divorced, or they lost their spouse, and then they lived long enough to be able to marry again. So what they're doing is suggesting that this person may have another spouse, and you should look into that. Now, if I click on this to dismiss it, it's going to ask me to explain why I'm dismissing it. So you can't just dismiss a research help without having a good reason. So you would put here, I have researched every single record I possibly can find, and I can't find another spouse, or whatever you want to put. But don't just dismiss it without having a good reason. So I love that they have that. All right. And then obviously this needs corrected too. You can see that birth is after mother's death. Okay, well, there's obviously some incorrect dates there that need to be fixed. But that's what research helps is. Go back. And then if you go to ordinances, this is what I love too, is that these little yellowish orange, I would say they're more yellow. I don't know. Depends on what color you see mostly of, but I think it's yellow. If you click on this, this person needs more information. That's what the yellow is. It means their temple work cannot be done because they're missing information. Like you can see the birth is missing, the christening is missing, there's no death, sources or dates or anything. And I guarantee you when I click on this, it's going to tell me, yeah, it needs more information. We need standardized place of birth. We need, yeah, all of this needs to be dealt with. And I have a lot of those that need to be dealt with. So I come back here. The green are ordinance request. That means it can be requested. But before I ever go and request an ordinance, I want to make sure that there's no duplicates. Oh, right here it says it possible duplicate. And that's probably why she has like all these ordinances that need to be done. Yeah, she's probably already had them completed. So I will need to come back in there. Oops, I lost her. Let's go back. That was not her. I did click on him earlier. I'm so confused now. All right, so I'm not going to get on a tangent. You can see how helpful. Oh, that's where I was, Elizabeth Palmer. Okay. I'm going to click back on her again. And you could go down here and it's going to tell you the possible duplicate. And then I would compare it and then merge it if possible. I'm not going to get into that in this video because we're doing a tutorial on the website. Don't want to get too far off track. But I hope that helps. And then all of the blue are in progress. These ones right here are reserved and in progress. And that doesn't mean they're necessarily reserved by me. They're reserved by somebody. It could be me. It could be somebody else. All right. You also up here have your generations. You can go to just the 4th generation. You can go to the 5th generation. Go all the way to the 7th generation. And also, if you click on, let's click on Thankful Barry. If we click on this person right here, it's going to put him in the center of the circle with his parents right here. And then their parents and so on. So that's how you bring somebody to the center, is just by clicking on this little mini fan right here. And it brings that person in the middle and shows you their family and so on. Now, if you ever want to get back to the center, you're going to hit, I think it's this one. Nope. Oh, yes, that's right. I was right. So you hit the home and that takes you back to the center of your fan chart. And then this one right here. Oh shoot. Let me go back. Get myself all messed up here. Forgot what this one's for. I think I have to have somebody open. Oh yeah, this one removes the search bars right here. Why won't that one do anything today? Probably because, oh, hold on. Recenter. Okay, so that one is to recenter. Okay, I thought so. It's already centered, and that's why it's not recentering. I thought it was for recentering, but I didn't want to say so in case I was wrong. All right. That is just the basics there of how to view the tree. All right, then you're going to go over to person. You can search for a specific person. Oops. Come on. And it will revert back to the last person I clicked on. And then if you're searching for someone, you could put them in here. Let's say, oh yeah, let's type in his name. William Washington. This is who I was searching recently, and I know he's from Indiana. His great-grandparent. Let's search. So if you know some information right offhand, like say for instance, you're going to enter in a parent or a grandparent, you could put them in this search bar that I just showed you, and it will pop up here if they're already in the system, and you can get their ID number right here, so you can add them, or I guess you could merge them onto your tree because you don't want to add them, then you would have a duplicate. So that's how you use find. And then following is really neat. These are all the people that I'm following. So if you click on somebody, let's click on Levi, If you click on him, right here is where you would click on the star if you want to follow somebody. That means whenever somebody updates this person or somebody adds a new document, any new records, anything is changed on Levi Stillman Nickerson, I'm going to be notified. And then I can go in here and see what was added or see if it's correct or whatever it is I want to do. And this guy is from the pioneer days, which is really cool. His family was taught by Joseph Smith. Yeah, so guys, I'll show you guys something about that here in a little bit. All right, and then that's the following. So, yeah. And you'll get a notification through your email or text, depending on what notifications you set up, where I showed you in the beginning. And then your contributions is just, you can see what you've contributed and how you've contributed. And I mean, it goes on and on and on for a long time. All right, that's what that is. And then also, let's go to the search right here. So you can search records, search historical records. So you can just type in the person's name, where they're from, and it will search for that person and any records that they have. Or you can go to images, and this is really cool. I want to type in actually, let's just do Fort Wayne. Let's do Fort Wayne, Indiana, right there. And we're going to search. And this will bring up records that are available from Indiana. And you can see that it goes on and on. There's all kinds of cemetery records, probate. There's just a lot of images here. So you can start there. You can do that. Also, if you notice this number, it's like 4 billion. And these are all the records that are being indexed right now, that are being scanned into the computer system to be indexed. So this is really neat. This is why I'm always encouraging people to index. Like if you don't like doing the family research side of family history, you can help by volunteering to index on the website. And it's pretty simple to do. I have a video that I'm going to do regarding that. But we need more people indexing, because this is how many images are being added, not scanned. I mean, not indexed, but added and scanned to be indexed. I hope I said that right. All right. And then we have family tree. You can see where this is basically what I had already did. I had already typed in a name, like in search. See where you're at. If you're looking for somebody, you can just type in their name here. If you know the ID, you can search for them by ID. These are really helpful ways to search. There's several ways to find, like, to search for somebody on here. There's that. There's also the catalog. And you can do the same thing. You can search by surnames, titles, author, keywords. You can search for online records, all records, which means every record that is available, but it might not be online. It could be just in a library somewhere, or you can search just family history centers. And then, books. I want to show you guys books. So actually in catalog's really good to search for. I mean, this is a good go-to place to go and just even get started on finding, you name it. At least that's what I've been told, and I've found it very helpful. If you know the call number or the film number, that's helpful too. And then books. All right, so I don't know if too many of you know about this, but I didn't know about this until recently. But I went to the Fort Wayne Allen County Library last October while I was there visiting family. And they have a whole section full of books compiled by families. And that's basically what this is. This is going to search the database for books that families have put together their information, and they've They printed them, they published them, and the libraries have them. And I do have my own family book. So, pardon me for taking a drink, but if I don't, my mouth will get dry. So, the 1950 census is close to being completed. Let me see here. Yeah, okay. It tells you right here. This dark color has all been indexed so far. So these are the only ones right here that are still being worked on. And it's pretty much the family name reviews. What's still continuing on. I do have a group for this right here, the 1950 census. And it's right here. It's called the Joyous Genealogist. And this is how much we have contributed so far. And there's 503 names reviewed, 483 families reviewed. And then I also have a group page here for my ward family. And this is where you can go and I've created a group for people to reserve and take names to the temple, which is really awesome too. And then anytime they index, it would show up here too. So, and I don't think a lot of them know that, but if they're indexing, that's going to count towards our group. That's what I'm trying to put in there, what I'm trying to explain. So the group page, for instance, right here, this is where I created a group for my ward. And when I have ordinances that need to be done, I put them in this group, and members from my ward who are in this group can go online, print off what they need, and take it to the temple, not even have to bother me for it. So that's really cool. And then this one is for our census group. So you can make a group like this for you and your family, just you and your siblings, whatever you want to do, with you and a couple of other people who want to share names to the temple. However you want to do it, you can create as many groups as you want and add. So, and you can also join multiple groups. Like I'm in this group, I'm in this group here. This is a really cool feature, and they just came out with it last year, so it's still pretty new. But yeah, there's a lot of new stuff they keep coming up with. So I suggest you come here, check out this page, learn how to do the 1950 census. Is really easy to do. I was amazed how easy it is. Anybody can do it pretty much. The indexing can be a little bit more complex. It's getting harder since there's not any beginning records to be filed anymore. It's mostly intermediate and advanced. So it can be challenging, I'll admit. I think on some records it can be hard to read stuff, but if you can't read the document, you don't have to actually index it, so don't worry about that. But definitely come here and check it out. Get involved. All right, and then my opportunities, if you click on that, it's still the same thing. This is what you could do. You could come here and index and find projects. And I'm going to do a video in more detail on this, but as you can see, there's no beginning, none. No beginning projects. It's all intermediate or advanced right now. But it's something fun. I have a friend in my ward who does about 320, I think, a month. He does 30 minutes a day, and that gets him to like 300 for the month, which is like his goal. His goal is 300 and something. And so he figures if he does 30 minutes a day, then he can get to that goal. And that's awesome. I think that's great. He's being blessed. For sure. All right, so now we've done indexing, the 1950 census. I basically went over that. There's just lots of good opportunities to help out if you don't like the family search site. I just want to like really, I guess get that out there. All right. And then the activities is really fun. This is what I'm excited to go over. Where am I from? And it will show you the different areas where you're mainly from. Croatia. Look at that. We're from that area in there. Keep zooming in on it. Is that as much it will? I was hoping it'd show me like a town or something. But so some of my family is Serbian. Yeah. Austria. Anywho, so you can look at that. Let's go back here. Surname origins. You can type in your last name and learn more about your last name and your heritage. All About Me is really fun. Also, so this will tell you like what was going on in the year that I was born. Let's see, what was the top news of the United States? 1974. That's it? Nothing? I tried to click on it. There wasn't any news in 1974. How much was a gallon of gas, y'all? What? 39 cents? Wow. Can you guys imagine? 39 cents, okay. Number of temples when I was born. Oh, it doesn't say. No temple dedications in 1974. Oh, so there was just no temple dedications, I guess. Oh, what was the top technology breakthrough of the year? Nothing. There's nothing here. I can't click on anything. Well, this is boring. Okay, what about who was the president of the church? Oh, they're gonna make me answer that? Well, I think it was Ezra Taft, or ooh, I wasn't born yet. It's one of these two. I don't know. It's either Kimball or Ezra Taft Benson. And yeah, I'm not good with dates, so don't give me a hard time in the comments, please. Who was the NFL champion? I don't know. In the 74? I don't know. All right, let's move on. Compare a face. Oh, you can put your face in here. I've done this. So you can put your photo, it will be sent to a third-party facial recognition service, which will compare your face to the faces of deceased famous persons. That third party will not retain your photo or facial data or share it with anyone else. Your facial data will be used to provide you with comparison results and will not be retained after your complete experience. So that's pretty cool. So you can begin. I thought I had already uploaded my photo. Anyways, you can record your story, and you can get real specific here. And this is kind of like journaling. If you want to come here and talk about like yourself, this will always be here on Family Search. So your grandkids, your great grandkids can all come here and read this down the road, which is really neat. And then your stories, you can add stories here. And then not only that, you can even record and create your own. Oh, this is really cool too. It asks you questions and then you answer them. Thought that was pretty neat. And then picture my heritage. There's where you add a picture and you can, these are all the countries that I have links to. All right. You can put your picture in there. And in-home activities. And this is really neat too. So in here, you can find all kinds of activities to do with your family, with your kids. Lots of good suggestions. So that's that. But I'm missing something. I can't. Let's go to all activities. Here we go. This is where I want to go. This is where you should definitely go. It's fun. So come here and go to famous relatives. And then see who you're related to. So you can see that I'm related to a bunch of famous people. You can see that most of us are actually related to a lot of the same famous people. Once you get on here and you look at your famous relatives, you'll see a lot of resemblances with what I have listed. Pretty much think we're all related to each other. Pretty close to it. Abraham Lincoln. There's some cool people. And then you can also go over here to church leaders. and see who you're related to. That was early pioneers of the church, prophets. I'm related to Joseph Smith, you guys. I wonder how many of you are related to Joseph Smith. It'd be interesting to do a poll on that. For sure. Very cool. There's a lot. Joseph Fielding Smith, of course. Ezra Taft Benson, I'm related to. What about more recent prophets? Were they? Oh, I'm related to Thomas S. Monson. How cool is that? How are we related? So if you click on his name, this is what happens. So through my mom, her side of the family, and then Rachel Payne. I'm telling you what, this lady right here, I have more links to relatives in the church through her lineage, which is really interesting. Through her, it's her. So it starts with her, like it's always her, I feel like. But you can come up here. Oh, that's splendid. Sir Gilbert Kennedy, 3rd Earl of Cassilis. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Cassilis. John Kennedy. What? This is really cool. You can see how you could spend a lot of time on this, down a rabbit hole. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some digging on this. All right, so you guys check this out. Definitely. If you haven't already. And then you can also check out Church Pioneers. This is fun. I just have to show you all the pioneers that you're related to. And I'm sure there's more. All right, and then you come up here. Click on this. These are, athletes. Babe Ruth. I'm related to Babe Ruth. Trailblazers. Oh, Mayflower Passenger. So these are all trailblazers that I'm related to that were on the Mayflower. I do know that I had some family come over on the Mayflower. My dad told me. But I'm related to him. Amelia Earhart. Anne Franklin. Really cool. So have some fun with this. I hope I'm not boring you with some of my family history. This is really cool. And no matter how many times you come here, like you always learn something new. And then you can also look at inventors and scientists and so forth. All right, let's get back. And then here is the last tab where you can go for temple reservations. And you can see the reservations that you have. And I did do a video on how to figure out a name to take to the temple. So how do you get to this point? How do you print it? How do you search for the name to print? I did a whole entire video on that. I will try to link it with this in here, and I will also link the video on how to create an account, which I'm not really happy with that video because it sounds terrible. I know I'm not promoting it very well, am I? But the sound on it that was terrible. I mean, it's okay. You just have to turn it down, is what I'm saying. It sounds fine, except it's really loud. And so you'll just want to play it on a lower setting of volume. But, so right here, I did do a video on how to print names, how to find names. Shared. These are where I've shared, well, I don't have any shared with the temple. So if you did, that's where you would go. And shared family groups, this is what I was telling you about. Like this is where I have all the names right now that I've shared in my group, where people can come here and just take what names they want and get them done for me, which is really cool. And I will also, the Joyous Genealogist group, I will add a link to this group at the end of this video if you want to join the group to join us in family review of the names, name review. I'll add this link. I also have this link in the description on my YouTube channel. It'll always be there. And so will like the link for family search and the link for ancestry, the link for roots magic and family tree maker. All right. And then if you come here, You can also, like, what have I completed? You can see that I have 166 reservations, which that's kind of a low number for me right now. And then I have 275. It keeps track for at least 2 years. So I feel like I'm on a pretty good roll. Ordinance ready. And then you can also schedule a temple appointment from here too. There's a couple options to schedule a temple appointment, which would be right here. You can come right here and click on which type of ordinance you want to do, and then voila. Then it'll take you to find a name and then make an appointment. So you can do both. All right, there's that. And then if you come up here to the very top of the page, this right here is going to help you discover any family history center. This is very new. They just updated this. Was not here yesterday. So if you want personalized help, access to technology, access to exclusive records, what's it like? Tells you a lot more about visiting a family history center and what to expect. All right. And then right here, this would be for your language. You can choose what language you want the website to be. This is if you have any questions, concerns, or anything like that on any topic. So if you're getting started, I would go here and you could click on, well, tested. Now what do I do? Preserving family history, digital records, join the family history, family search, family tree, genealogy 101, get organized. I mean, you could be more specific. Family search. And that just took me to relatives trees, start a family tree. So this is where you start to learn basics. How to start a family tree on family search, adding the first 4 generations. This is where I would start. If you're brand new at family search, come here. So just remember what you want to do is go to the help circle right there and click on that. And then you can type in what your question is or what you're searching for, and it will help you find it through that. There is a lot more categories in here, but it would take too long for me to go through all of this for you guys. It's already been 37 minutes so far. Very cool. I know some people who need to read this one right here that are from my church who are like, our tree's full. What do we do? All right. Sorry about the shakiness. All right. And then, so also, I don't want to leave this section yet. Any updates you can find in here too. Getting started, how to do family history, how to create a family search account. That's what I typed in. Where is indexing? What is get involved? This is the help center here too. You can go here. You can type your question in here. And then also by topic, by like resource, by family tree, by memories, records, getting involved, indexing, family search account, and so forth. There's more, as you can see. There's a lot more. The Learning Center is amazing. Go there and learn all that you can till your brain explodes. All right. Well, we don't want your brain to explode, but all right. And then also don't forget about the community. The community is something you're going to need to register for, but anything and everything you have a question on, you can find it here pretty much. There's volunteers that come here just to answer questions for people. That's all they do is answer questions. They're so educated on family search. So I highly recommend that you register and you can come here and find out anything you want to know. And yeah, we'll go over this maybe in more detail in a different video. So there's that. So remember, there's the community, and there's also you can contact and then helper resources right here. Helper resources are like basically for somebody like me who is a family search and temple and family history consultant is what I meant to say. And it will like temple and family history callings and so forth. And there's also training in here too. Family search planner tutorial videos. There's a lot of quick links. So yeah, that's that. And oh look, I have a planner. People you're helping, add someone, invited. Yeah, so you can see that I have somebody right here that I am helping that has a tree that's pretty full. They have members in the church that have been around for a long time, since the beginning. So he's the one that I need to send that link to, actually. All right, so we've gone over all that. This is where you're going to get your messages. So like anybody who's ever sent you a message, it's going to show up here. It's kind of like email, basically. So that's that. And this right here is your notification. So anytime somebody goes to the temple and does an ordinance for me, or I do an ordinance, it's going to show me that ordinance right here. And these were all done just, we did these last week, so on and so forth. So we're on a roll. We're doing ordinances almost every week. I'm going to the temple about every week, once to twice a week. And then I have friends that are doing the same. So we're hitting it pretty hard right now. It's fun. It's exciting. We're finding joy in it and we're being blessed. So I really encourage you, if you don't like doing the family research side of it, go to the temple. If you don't like going to the temple, do the indexing. Find something that you like doing with family search or indexing, because it will bring you a lot of joy and a lot of peace in your heart and your mind. It really does bless you. All right, this is just like my account information. Let's go back to the home page. I want to show you something else. Right here, this is pretty new. And this right here. So the new home page, and now if you're on Family Search and it looks like this is the old format. It's all right, but I want you to click on this and then bring up the new home page. I love it a lot better. And then if you look here, you can add information, which I did. I added a picture right here, and I ended up adding, it's for my friends or family to see. I tagged the person in it, and then I could write anything else I want, but it says add the @ sign to tag to people. And then you could also add more images from your computer or from Google Photos. But I'm going to start tagging people. I've done a lot of these where I haven't tagged, so I need to go through and do that. But anybody I've sent an invite to, like right here, you're going to see this. This is like, share this with your family or your friends, and you just copy this, or they can scan the code, and then they can see all the images that you share, like all your posts, kind of like a social media page. So this is like your post, basically. So this is just getting really, really advanced. Family Search is becoming very advanced. They're doing awesome. So look, all collections. So if you want to search all collections, you can go there. These are recommended tasks that I need to work on. And you can see there's a lot. It's going to tell me right here, this one needs reserved. This one has hints. This one needs more information. So this is never ending, which that's good, right? It keeps me busy. I don't mind. I love it. I'm overwhelmed, but I love it. What's there not to love, right? Okay, where was I? Let's go back to the homepage. And then you have try to compare a face. And then there's more down here too. So I get these regularly, like we found your ancestor in early church records. See my ancestor. So let's click on this. This is really neat. And then you can come over here and you can see the next person. You can view photos and stories. You can see when they got their ordinances. Man, I love Family Search. Like, I used to not really use it that much. I'm using it more and more and more and more than I am Ancestry. I really am. I'm really liking it. Oh, I wanted to show you something else. So when you click on somebody's page, by the way, it's going to show you, go to the detail person page. So this is, okay, so here's the detail person page, and then you can go to the new person page. So this is newer and it shows it in a different format. It just looks just more readable. It's just not as busy is what I mean to say. And so you can go here, and I just like the way the layout of this is so much better. I think when I start on the research, like from here on, instead of looking at the detail page, just go to this page. Because it's the old person page. Why don't they just make it the new person page? Why do they even have it? Why do they even have it the different pages? Just make it this. I like this the way it is. Huh. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. Just do away with it, Family Search. Do away with it. So exciting. I can't wait to start on my genealogy after this video. I hope I've inspired somebody. That's what this is all about. Just inspiring. All right. So let me go back to the home page here. I wanted to show you that. I almost forgot all about that. I'm sure there's a couple things I forgot to show you, but for the most part, that's Family Search and some of the things you can do on there. And you're just going to have to get on there when you have time and explore, really, for yourself. Every time I get on there, I discover new ways to do research, or I find new things, new activities. It's just so much fun. I know you can teach your youngins how to do this, and enjoying, have them join in the activities. They'll really love it. They'll really, really, really love it. So I'm going to probably do another video on creating a Family Search account. I don't know. Most people probably know how to create a Family Search account. It's just that one just sounded terrible. So I'm kind of a perfectionist. But then again, I'm not really editing any of these videos, and I mean, what you see is what you get. So I try not to say so much. I know I do, and then all the time. So I'm gonna work on not saying so and all the time. But when you're doing a video, like it's recording, I get nervous. Yeah, see, I get nervous, and yeah, it's not the easiest thing to do to put yourself out here on social media in front of everybody to be judged. But so anyways, I want my videos to be entertaining, and I do care what people think to a certain extent, but this is me. This is who I am. And I mean, you get what you see what you get what you see, something like that. And I just do the best I can. I'm just here to inspire and help. I don't know everything. I never will. But I love doing this, and I really enjoyed meeting, you guys watching my channel or chatting with you, and then some of you guys are on Christian Homestead's channel, and I see your comments there, and we chat back and forth. I just love it. I just love our little community. I love it. I love that you guys are here. Let me know where you're from, if you want to share that with me, or anything you want to share. Share if you like the video. I hope you do. If you do like it and it inspired you, or one or the other, just let me know. Like it and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next video. All right. Have a good day and be blessed.